Hello everybody, welcome back to Motion RC Live. I'm James and today we have an exciting video for you. I'm pumped about this. We got the bigger version of the Missouri Bancroft ship that you see in front of you, which is awesome because if you've been following us for a while, you were probably here a few months ago when we unboxed the one you see before you. This is the 1/200th scale Bancroft, Missouri, and she's gorgeous. We had her out. We have videos of her out there and, awesome. She's 53 inches. But the one that I have coming, this is just the top of the box. This is the 1/150 scale. This is the box she came in. It's bigger than me. I'm about 6 foot with sneakers on and got to be like, what, 6'6" this box? 6'5"? It's pretty awesome. The 1/150th, it's right on the floor behind me. I'm going to bring it up on the table here in a minute, but I want to welcome some people in as you're coming. What's up, Mike Bird? How you doing? Hanger 51, what's going on, man? How are you? Jose and Bakash, hey, man. Thank you for joining us today. So this is going to be awesome. We actually got out last Friday. We took this one back out, and you'll see that video a little later on in the week. Alex, we want to try something. Alex was following it around in the lake with his drone, just some sky shots, sort of like if you ever see the Navy commercials when they got, they do those gorgeous shots of the ships and stuff in the water. We were trying to, mimic that, if you will, on a smaller scale. But I'm going to move this out of the way, or, yeah, I'll move it. I was going to say, if I put this a little forward, then bring the big box up, we could, you could see it next to the box, but we don't need to do that right away. You know what I'm even going to do, just in case I knock this off the table? I'm going to go put this on the side. I'll put it down on the floor for a second. Don't want to hurt that one. And then I'm going to bring this bad boy up. It is awesome. This just makes it easier for me to get up. Hold on. One sip. And let's bring her on up. Woo! I'm at the edge of the table here, Alex.
It's massive.
It's massive, yeah. You're not going to see the whole thing. And actually, I forgot to pre-cut the box because I'm going to drop it the way I normally do. I just need my scissors, which I think is right. Might be in this thing, Alex. If you could see. Oh, I'll get it. I forgot now with the mic. I can talk and look for things. I forgot to have my tool prepared. Where is my scissors? Oh, yeah, it's in the camera bag. We brought it out with us that day, didn't we? Hold on one second. Sorry, guys. Bear with me. Just when I need a pair of scissors, right? Come on. There they are. Got them. All right. We're coming back. Don't step on the boat. What I want to do, I'm on this side of it. I'm just going to cut the side of the box down one side. That's what I forgot to do. And anyone else join in? What's up, Big Jim? How are you? Hope you guys all had a good weekend. If you're a football fan of the Broncos, that wasn't so fun this weekend. I'm not. I'm a Giants fan. Not fun for us either. Alex is a Jet fan. Not fun for him either. Cowboys fans, no fun this weekend. It was a rough go of things. Let me cut the top of this. All right, one side is out. Now I'm coming over to the other side. This way a little bit. Here I am. I'm just cutting down the side of the box here. If you watched our previous unboxings, try to slip the whole boat out sideways, and this gives you guys a better idea of just how nicely they're packaged, because it is, normally you don't want to, I wouldn't recommend destroying the box. If you guys want to store these things, travel with them, having the box can help with that. If you ever want to resell them, having the box could help with that. There we go. So now, is there anything in front of me, Alex? If I drop this, I'm going to hit that light there. Yep. Just don't want to knock that over. Boom. So here we go.
Wow.
So as you can see inside the box, I mean, yeah. It's like my wingspan, 6-foot wingspan. It's like, it's unbelievable how awesome she is when you see it up close. And I'm excited to be able to compare her to the 200 scale because, you know, that was one thing I was unsure of when it came to, you know, these boats. When you see the numbers, when you see 200 scale or 150, you know, a lot of our customers that, you know, watch this channel are plane guys, you know, obviously because we sell a lot of RC planes. The difference between like 8th scale, 16th scale, a little easier to, in my head, I can easier say, oh, okay, I get what 24th or 16th scale. But when you're dealing with something that small, you know, in scale, I wasn't really, even though I saw the numbers, like the 200 scale Missouri is 53 inches, this one's almost 71 inches. So obviously, all right, that's over a foot, at least 1.5 feet longer. But just picturing it in my brain, now that I see it in front of me, unbelievable, you know, how all the details pop even more on the bigger, you know, on this bigger 1/150 scale. So now what I have to do, real quick, let me see if there's anything that I can take out of the box before I slip it all off. Actually, I don't think so. I might be able. All right, we're going to cut all the tape at the top because one thing good about these, all the foam, you know, they tape it all to the edges of the boxes. So I think once I get this tape out of the way, and then I got this here. Let's just see if we are free. Then I should be able to slip all this foam. Yeah, see? We can flip it all out like this. Don't get nervous on me, Alex. I've done this before. You just be there just in case.
Just gotta figure out how to help. I'm too far away.
We can do it. We can do it. We got it. Slip the whole thing out. Oh, I'm catching something. There we go. That's my stand. Just let me know if it's gonna, if it somehow is gonna fall off. This is hysterical. These boxes are ginormous. Wes did that big FW 190. What was that, Friday or Thursday last week? I think I beat him on box size with this one. I'm not sure. His came on a pallet though. Whoa. All right. So now that she's out of her box, let me bring her back to me. Wow. And we have, so first things first, they give you your stand, I almost said plane stand, but this is actually, so this one seems, part of it, ooh, it almost looks like, interesting. There's like double, two of each. Maybe there's two stands to display this thing, one in the front and one in the back, rather than one big one like all the other ones have. And then I just gotta, I'm gonna cut the tape here because underneath this foam on the front of the ship here is our, again, our plane stand, and that's taped underneath. Yeah, there it is.
That time you called it a plane stand.
What?
That time you called it a plane stand.
That time I got the boat stand, I called it a plane stand. Wow, look at that. All right, we got four.
Really
it's almost
long,
like,
yeah.
Or it's double. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. There's, or they gave you like extra in there. I don't know. But that is, okay, that's out. So where would we go to next? I think we're going to head here. I see a box up top, this on the back. So I'm going to slide this a little over. Or Alex, if you want to, well, they won't be able to see anything.
Too tall anyway.
But on top, yeah, they, you know, what they tend to do, like your box for your transmitter, your battery, things like that, they tape on top of the foam, so that will never move, shift, and smash into the ship while it's shipping. And, you know, it's sort of like a shelf, if you will, in the box. And, you know, for this one, I was assuming the big guns were going to be in there, but I do see a couple holes on the front. It looks like we're going to get all our smaller turrets is what we're missing. And maybe our Corsairs will probably be in here too, and they'll be bigger, which is awesome. That are on the back of the other Missouri. So that is the first thing I'll take out. I just want to undress the whole boat first, and then we'll get into opening all the smaller boxes. MRC, do they make subs? They will. From what I understand, at some point, we will definitely get subs. Now, subs will be fun. I could see subs being really fun in a pool. At least you could see them. But, like, when we go to our lake is green and murky, and when you get out there, you know, you step a foot down, you can't even see. So, subs will probably be fun and awesome in a pool because you could see it. But, yeah, they're definitely out there. I mean, they do exist. We do have some chasing submersibles, which are, like, picture ones that are great for the ocean. You're in clear water. If you're in the, you know, if you're in Florida, you're off the coast, you can definitely use them. But I, you know, they actually wanted to send me one to get footage, but I'm like, I have no water here near Georgia that I'd be able to see anything on that camera, so it's not going to work for me. But if you live near a better, you know, clearer water, then you're in. All right, this box. Oh, cool. Okay, so there was wood in there. They actually have a wooden shelf in the foam behind here. If you can, I mean, we're on that. I'll break this foam off, but you can see there's like a wooden shelf here that was pressed into the foam. Plywood. Actually, I'll save that. That's a good piece of wood for other things. But that was holding, so that, you know, so it wasn't just taped. The box with our transmitter was resting on that shelf within the foam. Very well thought out there. But yeah, I think there'll definitely be some. There should definitely be some submersibles because they're, you know. But again, niche market. Like these obviously are niche product, but they do move, man. A lot of guys out there love them. Some RC battleships or RC warships in general. And what's great, again, just having it. The fact that you could put this in the water and use it as an RC is almost ancillary to the fact that you have a gorgeously detailed scale model in front of you. Just static model. You know, static models are just as popular, if not more so, than than RC in this regard. I would almost think. I'm just gonna see if, because I never know if I'm gonna split this foam. I don't think there's anything hidden in here. No, that's all glued together. All right, that's just a solid brick of foam, helping keep the top good. I'm gonna leave the back. I do see our boats are here, and I'm sorry, they're not Corsairs. They're I believe they're Hellcats on the back there, but with a water, you know, with float planes in the back, or somebody could, you know, correct me if I'm wrong. But the planes are already on there. So then all I really think is we have the transmitter, battery, and charger. And in there is just going to be some of the turret pieces. So let me take this piece off. I like that these are more Legoed in there. Remember the other ones I had to like, these were like it was one piece and you had to peel it around. This just pops up more like, yeah, more like a Lego. So, good man. So then I think the next step for me, I think I can take off, can I do this? Nope, that's attached. Okay, I think I'd build my stand first. How about that? Let's see how that goes. Or we'll get in, all right, we'll open the box. Maybe the instructions will give me an idea of how to assemble a stand, or if they accidentally just doubled up, because it looks like they doubled up on the wood pieces. Normally it's 4 pieces for the stand. 1 front, 2 sideways, and 2 long ways. But I've got 4 pieces to the stand here. Or, oh no, maybe they're just really thick. No, it has to be. Yeah, look at that. That's 2. Like, I don't know why I need 4. So it's almost like they gave me 2 stands. Like, normally you only get 2 of these. but I have 4. I'm not complaining. And then in this bag, I do see our flags, some of our flags, because there's no flag at the front or the rear or in the middle. So I see like, you know, little decal stickers. But then, yeah, check that out. We got a...
Oh, it's a 3-piece.
Well, no, it's 4.
Oh, 4-piece, so it's probably going to go down the whole thing. Pretty long.
But like, it can't, you know, it's not like this can slide through. Like, I would think if there was, you know, maybe you slide one through and then through there, but one side's going to be wider than the other. Maybe somebody can let me know. We'll see. Sorry if you already said, but what is the name of this ship? Mike, this is the Missouri, the USS Missouri. Pretty famous. 1/150 scale. I know some people had asked for some of the other, you know, eventually they have some of the other battleships as well. Would be great. But the Missouri is absolutely gorgeous. Is this the one? No, is that the Intrepid's parked in New York? Yeah, right? Yeah. I gotta further research my battleship placement this day and age. Ah, all right. So Bill Jarek in the chat, we got that new transmitter in here, but amazingly enough, the same battery that's in all these Bancroft warships is here again. So this is like my 12th version of this pack. We'll have plenty of juice. I've never once put a second pack in one of these to film any of the videos you saw. One battery lasts a long time in these boats, but it's a 2800 2S pack. That's all that's needed for these warships, which is great. We got our charger, so it's just the cord for the charger, the power supply, if you will, and the charger itself is, you know, our little Admiral charger. It charges through the, if you use this, you know, plug it in, power it up, and then it just charges through the balance port of the battery, but it does show you your cells, so you can charge up to a 3-cell pack or a 2-cell pack or a 1-cell pack, and the lights will be red for however many cells you have, and when they turn green, your battery's charged. It does take a little while to charge up a battery fully, maybe an hour or so that way, but if you have a standard RC charger, you're going to charge these packs up much quicker. In this box, we also get our manual, and these manuals are all one page because, again, there's not much to these ships. Everything is pretty much done. So this just really goes through the steps of, you know, if it needs ballast, you're adding ballast, and then, you know, how to use the charger, how to use the transmitter. And the transmitter itself for these, throttle on one side, rudder on the other, and that's it, you know. Yeah, not hurting for spares, for sure. So let's put that away. And then here's the new transmitter. So a lot of our Bancroft ships had come with a different style. Some of them come with a pistol grip, like a RC car, if you will. But then there was a gray, like the other Missouri I had used to come with this transmitter, a gray one. It's now changed to a black one, a little different. So every ship at this point, as we receive new ones, is going to come with this, with a newer style transmitter. But again, pretty simple, and they're both springy in the middle because your throttle is either going to be reverse all the way down, and then top end, you know, forward throttle, and then you're just going to have rudder on the other channel. So really not much. You know, not much to it there, but then you do have the ability to trim. You know, you want to trim your steering. You can trim your throttle as well. I'm going to keep this off to the front. I do like that they had nice protectors for the tops of the sticks in that box anyway, so, you know, spare no expense, keeping everything protected. So next, I got to figure out, okay. Here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking they obviously doubled it up. So what I think, this, based on how fat it is in the back, how thin it is up front, I'm not supposed to use 2 of these. I'm going to use one smaller, one fatter. They gave me double. I'm going to put this away. And they gave me double of our long sticks. So I've got those. I'm going to put those away. And let's build up our stand. Oh, they both fit. It is a double for sturdy. Okay.
Double, double.
Everything's just doubled up. So rather than giving us a thicker piece, that makes sense. See, we figured it out, chat. We figured it out. So double them up because you can fit 2 in one hole. That came out wrong.
What I was thinking was they would meet opposite, so it'd be super long.
Well, it is super long. But now I could put 2, because this is now 2 sticks in one side. Right?
So my thought, like, imagine the other long one was going.
Which way?
Like, it's tough to explain without hopping over the cameras here.
I'm confused. I can only, because again, one only would fit and then it'll fall out.
So you take the other short one?
Take the other short one. This one?
The piece of wood, the long piece of wood.
Yeah.
So isn't there 2 more pieces of wood, right?
There's just 2 more of these.
So
and then there's 2
take
here.
one of the short ones, flip it to the other side, and they meet in the middle. You understand?
No. No. Alex, I don't know what you're talking about. Am I doing this wrong? I don't want to get it wrong.
Because what does that do for you, doubling it up like that? You know what I mean?
Well, because if I only do one.
Well, you're going to do 2, but to take one of those out and put it to the other side.
Okay, starting over. Give me 1. I have 1.
Put it in.
Put it in.
Grab the other one.
Okay.
One of the shorter ones now.
One of the shorter ones. These are all the same length.
Okay, so put it on the other side now.
Oh, this
there,
way.
Yeah.
Oh, no way.
I think that's just what because it's so long, or else it doesn't make
is so
sense.
long, but like that's really long.
I mean, it's a really long boat.
That's too long. But then why would they give me 4? You know, they gave me 2 this size and 2 this size. I think because again, we're spending more time on the wood stand.
Somebody help us.
Than it is. But look, like look at the gap.
Yeah.
You see the gap?
Mm-hmm.
So this, like, I was able to fit 2 in 1. So I just think you double it up, and then like this, double. Like I'm thinking it's just double, double, double. So it's just thick to hold the weight. Because I'm assuming if the 200 scale has about 8 pounds, you know, it's going to be a heavy boat. You know, I almost threw my back out with the Nimitz bending over to try to get it in the lake. I'm getting old. Oh man. I like felt it walking with the Nimitz, like walking it from the car to the table with all that weight in it. But see, that feels rigid, firm. And then I go on this side. Bill, what do you think? Bill's just probably laughing at me.
Definitely laughing.
He's just laughing at me. He's like, let them figure it out.
We're gonna have to make a how-to video, put this thing together.
Let's see. Like that's enough. That's more than enough. I just think, yeah, I think it's a double up. Way to go. Maybe we need to make a quick tip video. How to put together your wood boat stand.
Bill said, yes, proceed this way.
Yes, proceed. Nice. Bill, what are you going to do with us, man? Just squeeze it in. Come on.
Burl it.
Burl it in. You really got to, yep. But it's good. It's tight. And once it's in, it's in. Now, from here, I should be able to put, because there's still pieces coming out, like I could double up entirely and get this piece, you know, and really make sure it doesn't go anywhere to support the weight. Let's do this. Hanging off the edge a bit. There we go. All right, and then I would always suggest with some of these, sometimes, you know, even if it's tight, I would add some drops of CA where these meet once you have the stand, because it's happened to me where, you know, I put the stand together, it felt snug, and then when I put it in my car or something, the whole stand like collapsed because it like fell out. So obviously if it's static and you're never taking it anywhere, it'll be fine as is. but I would suggest when you're at this point, drop some CA glue on all the joints, make sure it never goes anywhere. But now that is rigid, and that's a solid boat stand. And again, front is the smaller part, rear, stern will be back there. So I'm gonna put this here like that. Let me move our battery. Let me move our transmitter, our sticker. And now, I'm going to undo the boat, and then we'll go in here and get the little accessories. Because now we can take the ship out of its foam. Nice. Move this from here. Move this from here. And watch the whole stand collapses while I'm doing it. Bang. There we go. There we go. But again, all cut really neatly. Even if you don't save the box, I suggest, keeping this foam somewhere. And just as hobbyists in general, who can't use extra foam like that? I mean, you could always find a use for this. You know what this stuff is great for? Plane guys. Put this over your racks and then put your plane on top of it. This type of foam is what I use. Like, I buy those metal shelving at like Home Depot, and then I'll put PVC pipe over that metal shelving, and then I wrap those in pipe insulation or things like this. Or even like here, I put when I display planes or anything foam, I put little pieces of this underneath any foam piece that touches, and you never have to worry about denting or damaging your model, especially like your foamies and such. But all right, we've made it to the point where she doesn't even fit in the camera frame.
You got any more room back there?
I'm bringing this. I'm going to bring this as close to the edge of the table as possible. And there we are. She just fits the frame. Is that an anchor swinging there? What's swinging on there? Oh, okay. That's probably me. I'm going to have to glue that back on. Yep, I cracked a little piece here. So nothing a little CA isn't going to help me out with. So I'll fix that. I thought it was like an anchor swinging. So that type of stuff's going to happen with these things. Don't fret. CA glue is our best friend. We'll take care of it. Now, similarly, so now that we have the ship here, I see right off the bat there are four screws, 2 here, 2 here, and like the 1/200 scale ship, these screw holes, that's how we take this whole top part's going to come off and give us access inside. And then there'll be 4 turrets that will cover these holes. When you're ready to set sail, if you will. So I don't think, okay, they are screwed down. So let's get our Benchcraft tool. They give you an Allen key, but why use an Allen key when you have mechanical advantage of a regular screwdriver? Just know, and they are hex screws. So just find the right size. We'll unscrew the 4 of these, and what's good even with the other one, like I never have to actually take the screws out. I could kind of leave them. They will hang, with this part of the top, if you will, which is nice. Let's do it. Unscrew, unscrew, unscrew. All right. We're now unscrewed. This should. Oh, one of them still not. I didn't fully unseat it. Looked like it was out. There we go. Let's try that again. There we go. Right off. Down. Cool, man. Look at that. The turrets all turn, which is nice. Manually turn. And now we are looking inside at a 4-motor system, like its little baby brother. And again, all fiberglass inside. I'm going to pick this up, Alex, and tilt it towards the camera so you can see. Wait. So our ESC and our receiver, you're not going to be able to see this because I have the, unless I flip it around, they're mounted up against the wall on this side, receiver, ESC, and I have my on-off switch so you can plug in. So all you're going to have to do, you know, I usually put my battery right about here, here, and then the ballast, which honestly the Missouri didn't take too much to ballast because unlike, let's say, the Titanic or the Nimitz or the Scharnhorst behind me, those are taller. They have taller hulls, so I needed more weight to get to that line. I'm forgetting the line they call it. I knew it for the Scharnhorst. What was it? I almost want to say placebo. It's similar to like placebo, but it's not. You know, the water line, if you will, where the black on these ships, where the gray meets the. You want the water basically on this black line, on all, both at the bow and the stern of the ship. You know, you want to have it leveled off. So you're going to have to add weight probably forward, but not as much as you think, because these are, you know, thinner ships, if you will. I don't know how to say it. I guess shorter ships. You don't need that much weight. And who knows, because this does have a pretty good amount of weight, but it's all fiberglass inside. You know, it's absolutely beautiful on the inside, which is great. And everything's already pre-rigged. You know, pre-wired up, ready to go. Easy access here to your servo. Your rudder in the back. Yeah, that would be the only thing. If something were to happen, I don't know how you'd get back there, you know, to fix that. But I doubt. I don't see what would ever happen to that. But it's going to be cool when I bring the smaller one up here in a little bit. It'll be awesome to have them together. But just looking around, and also let me quickly get some CA. I just want to fix that one little part because my OCD is getting at me. So this one little piece, little passive piece off, it was attached to the rigging. I'm just going to spray a little activator there, and then I'm just going to dab a tad bit of CA on the bottom. Have that ready to go. There it is. Just enough. And then make it taut. Seat it. CA glue. The nectar of the gods. Perfect. Perfect. Let's see. So who's here? Who's love the way the bridge lifts off, right? The bridge looks great. And I love this ship compared to some of the other ones in its ease. All the rigging is attached to the bridge, if you will. I keep calling it canopy. I got to say the bridge. But it's all attached there. So you don't have to unhook, you know, like the Scharnhorst, you had to unhook some things, the Titanic, you know, and the rigging. If you got fat fingers, it gets a little tough. Especially when you're out there and you're excited to get it in the lake and stuff, you're ready to go. On the other side, though, I will say I prefer the ones where I don't have to unscrew, you know, unscrew the bridge, if you will, the canopy, the battery access hatch would probably be the RC terminology. I prefer the ones that I don't have to unscrew because who knows, God forbid, your ESC were to get heat up or something, and then like you got to get in there quick, you can't. That would be one issue there. But again, having it seated, then you know nothing's going to happen. But with ships like these, you don't want to drive. You're not driving them too fast. You're probably never going to flip them over. You know, you'd have to really want to mess these up, if you will. And I'm at my local pool right in my development here, just closed yesterday or Sunday, so I can't get over there because this one I don't think is going to fit in the bathtub, so we're going to have to ballast this one at the lake on site. but that's okay. It is what it is. But check it out. Yeah, so we're fixed there now. Let me open this. So let's see what we got. We should have at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at least 10 miniguns, mini turrets or cannons, if you will, in here, and maybe something else. We'll see. Not as exciting as the Nimitz was when we had all those nice little planes and everything. That was cool when we unboxed that one. So what do you think, Alex? Are you a Missouri fan?
I like the
It's
size.
good look. It's good, right?
Yeah. We're going to have to chase this one, too.
Yep. Oh, for sure. All right, is there... Ooh, they like glued the foam together. I just don't want any to fall out. Oh, look at that. There they are. Nice. Really make it... Man, nothing... I said 10, right? Mm-hmm. I think I was right. Yep, 10 mini turrets. We could count, everyone. We got it, but that's cool. All packaged up nicely, and okay, 6 of them. Well, I'll show you in a second. 6 of them have this little nub, because as you'll see on the bridge, there are 3 holes on the top. Oh, sorry, Alex. See that little nub, and then I'll bring it right back in. Let me grab the other one, and then 4 of them. These are for the screws, where the screws have like a fatter nub, because that's going to go over the head of the screw that connects the bridge to the boat. So you can't really get that wrong, but you know, just in case you didn't know, that's how that works. So let me bring our bridge back up. All the screws stay attached, and it only really fits one way. That's what's great about these. You'll know when it fits. It's on, and then let me screw it down, or else you won't be able to fit those turrets on here. Let me just get these screwed down quick. But yeah, you see, like, so think about it when you're at the lake, you're at the water. At this point, you know, you unscrew, you take it off, and then you plug your battery in, you hit the on-off switch. Like, I wish there was a way that they had the on-off switch to be able to attach somewhere that you could see it, even if it was hidden under one of these things, that would be great. Like, that's the only annoying part. So when you're done, you've got to unscrew the whole thing just to open up to unplug the battery or hit the on and off switch. So that's the only thing. But again, you know, you're getting 20, 30 minutes on the lake if you want it with that 2200 pack. So not the end of the world, but just one of those things that, like, you know, I doubt anyone buying a ship like this is going to be that in a rush. But I will say, man, just the other day we were out with the smaller Missouri, and the amount of questions and just people who come up and sort of marvel at these things is always awesome.
You gonna put it in the
water?
water?
What is that? Yeah, you're gonna put it in the water? No, I'm just gonna hear.
We're just here to hang out.
I'm just here to stand here and let you look at it, ma'am. Yeah, we get that a lot. That's like at the RC fair. You gonna fly it? No. I was just gonna sit here and hang. James, was you coming to Null in the fall to sail on the big pond? Unfortunately not, but we're going to be going to Hodges' field, Mac Hodges' field for, what's it called, Hayfee?
Steffi?
No, well, Seth is like the spring show. But in 2 weeks here, October 12th, 11th to the 15th, or 12th to the 14th at Hodges Fields in Andersonville, Georgia. It's about 3 hours from Atlanta, where we are. But I think I might put this in there because I know he has a really nice lake just on the other side of, I did drive an RC boat in that lake once a long time ago when I went to a SEF. But I may bring this as well as a plane meeting up with Western Lord. But I think this would be cool to have there. I think this one has to come with me. It's gorgeous. But no, we're not going to be headed to Null in the Fall this year, unfortunately. That's, what is it, this week? Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but it's like, it's really close, isn't it? Oh, okay, there's a couple turrets. This one goes here, so let's put that here. Let's see, there might be some minor differences on them to make sure they fit. properly. Let's put this one here. Let's see. This one has that there. Ah, okay. I just couldn't. I gotta do it that way. I gotta seat it. It fits. It just fits perfectly. Look at that. Get it in there. Come on. Come on. Worked on that side. Put this one here. I did it on this side. It's just like my angle of attack is off. There it is. All right. You gotta like slip it under this little nub. Easier when you're looking directly at it. So all these will turn, and then again, now we have the ones for the screw holes. You know, that pops in there. And no glue or anything, you know, they're not going to go anywhere. But once you get all the armament on it. Bam! And all these guns do, all the cannons, like, they do have play. You can turn up, you know, you can turn them up, turn them down. Like, turn them in any direction. I don't think these, no, these big cannons don't go up and down. Yeah, no, those are fixed, but these ones will have a little bit of play going up and down, which is awesome. You could actually, I mean, if you wanted to, you could glue these top ones, these 6, with the small enough. You could glue those in. Those never really have to. Well, again, you want to be able to turn them. Don't glue them in. They're not going to move anywhere. Yeah, you turn them. That would be stupid. Don't listen to me. Do what you will, but awesome. Awesome. So let's get this out of the way. And now I think it's time to, let's bring up little brother. I'm just going to move this a little bit like that. Little brother's on the floor over here. Sorry, man, you were the coolness, but not anymore. Not anymore. You're not quite as cool.
So what scale is the little one again?
The little one is 1/200 scale, and the big one is 1/150.
It looks
so like
miniature now.
Miniature.
It was huge before, and now it looks miniature.
Yeah, this was like
Wow.
this was one of the first boats we had gotten here, I believe. But yeah, first and foremost, I just want to get this one in front. Now, disregard the height difference. This stand is taller than the other stand. So this one, it's going to make it look even more, you know, larger than the other one, if you will. But man, but all the detail, you know, give the 200 scale credit, because the detail on that one is awesome.
Yeah.
And, you know, the fact that a lot of that detail now just exploded here, and you can see it in certain parts. Like the radar up here, this has more action, more, you know, realism, if you will. All these sort of, I don't know what to call them, but like starburst antennas don't even exist on that, because I guess they couldn't get it that small. Just looking back and forth, but like, you know, but the guns similar, you know, very similar. They have the, you know, the turrets on top. The bottom, just looking like a lot of the rigging, like the reels, like cables would be here. They're black and painted in there on the 150, not on here. There's extra chain on the front that doesn't exist here. Wow. Lifeboats look good, but again, both have that's the other thing to mention. You know, that's real wood decking. You know, that's real wood on top, which is beautiful, just across the whole ship, on every level, on every deck. You've got that. One thing, this one, I noticed, like, I don't know if you could see it, but like the orange, there's painted orange, you know, life
preserver?
Life preserver, if you will, you know, donuts, whatever it is, the donut. But like painted orange on here, not painted on that one, you know, just would be really fine detailed in there. And even just the size of the Hellcats. I got that right? They're Hellcats or the Bearcats? Hellcats? Someone correct me if I'm wrong. What's on the back of this? Did I miss it? Did I miss it? Next week. Next week is Null in the Fall. Now, I'm only 3 hours away. If I was gonna, maybe I drive up myself, bring a camera, bring maybe one plane, just fly for a day, just to see it. Again, I love being there. I do. We just couldn't. We just got so much going on. It's hard to dedicate the amount of time. You know, those shows take a whole week to do them right. And if I'm gonna go, I want to do it right. Check that out, man. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Like, I didn't expect it. So now, if I just put the... Oh. Well, I was like thinking, if I just put the butt to the butt, you know, so you could really see the difference of 53 inches to 70 inches. Bang. So that's the bow, or the stern, sorry. Look at that. Look how much more. So there's your like extra 16 inches, if you will, from front to back. But unreal. Absolutely beautiful. I'd like to send you a pic. My father. Oh, I have an email? Where'd you send it? To customer service? Like a ticket?
I think he's asking, do you have an
email? Oh,
email?
do we have an email?
He would like to
send it to marketing@motionrc.com. Marketing@motionrc.com. I would love to see a pic of your father on the Missouri. That would be awesome. Tell me where the pic was taken. I'll have to look. Maybe we can get a scale figure and put him in there.
I was going to say, print out a really small picture and hold it up in front of it.
That would be awesome. That would be awesome. We could get him somewhere. And if you guys remember, I had, on the Nimitz, they might have seen it. Oh, I unboxed whenever I showed. I found a website that had, I forget, the Nimitz is 1/150 scale.
Yeah, it was the Nimitz where we found the little.
I found the
air crew.
The little air crew. So I'd have to look around to see if they have 1/150 scale. 1/200 scale might be tough, but 1/150 scale you might be able to get. You know, sailors, but they are expensive. But it would be awesome to be able to get a crew, just some guys in some white outfits all around would look great on here. But even like detail, look at the crane.
He's on top of the 16-foot guns.
He was on top of the 16-foot guns. Wow. Unbelievable. How many men were on the ship at once? 1,000? 500? 1,000? Would live in here? And I don't even know. I got to figure out, like, you know, how many decks were beneath. Like, I guess all the, you know, they're all sleeping under here. How deep could they go? I assume there must be, because I'm looking at 1, 2, 3, 4. Up to here is like, it looks like 5 decks just to this point. So I wonder how many are underneath. I'm going to have to research that. But just the level detail. And then there's the paint job, man. The finish on these things is absolutely gorgeous. I didn't even show you the screws. Underneath we have, I could lift this up. I'm going to, so you can see you have 2 5-bladed screws, double rudder, and then 2 4-bladed screws on the outer motors. You know, I love that they're gold. Just pops nice. Cool is that? More than 2,500 crew. I was way off.
Yeah, I was like hearing the story from the guy from Jaws in my head. How many people went into the water with the Indianapolis? When he's telling that story, and I think it was like 2,500. Yeah. He said.
Jaws. I forgot that.
How could you
story?
Forget Jaws?
I know, that's another one I have to bring my kids. I did my kids are 11, 9, and 7, and my 11 and 9-year-old this weekend we did the Indiana Jones trilogy because the last 2 movies they don't count. I pretend those don't exist. What great movies! Now I have to go back to Jaws, but Last Crusade, I hadn't seen that in so long. What an amazing movie that is. Totally off topic, but just made me think of that for some reason because you said Jaws and I thought of an old movie. I'm like, man.
You thought Spielberg.
Connery and Ford in that movie are perfect. What a perfect movie. Non-stop action. But man, so Guys, if you want to see more about this this boat, obviously the product page is there. We're going to be updating the pictures on the product page. Hopefully we'll get this out in the lake Thursday or Friday. I want to get out there with this as soon as we can. We'll have it out there and get that video. Hopefully we'll have video for you next week or the week thereafter on this beautiful one. But man, I hope this puts well, again, let's just finish it off, because
as I say,
I'm seeing my American flags there.
Give me a spin here. Let's see it angle it towards the beacon.
Angle it,
so we can
okay.
shoot down it. See how long it feels.
Let me just let me get my stickers on, because I have, all right, I put one flag on this post on the 200, and then I have one on the front. So they just give you 2 American flags. And what I never understood, if somebody could, maybe someone would know, but all these ships seem to do this. They always give you one flat square flag and then one like wavy flag. Why? Why aren't they both either wavy? Like, is this supposed to be
in the wind?
Yeah, I assume it's supposed to mimic like it's flapping in the breeze. But I don't know why they do that. They did it on the other ship too. And so I put the flappy one up here, and then I put the square one in the front. I don't know why they do that. Why 2 different flags or 2 different versions of it? Just, now I'm gonna fat finger. I can't peel the back off. There we go. Now I always find best when I do these flag stickers, meet them in the middle first, like get them lined up edge to edge. This way. There we go. And then you can just slip it over the top of the pole in the back. And then you could finish it off. Ah, and I did it again. I always do that. It's got to be this way. The wind. Why do I always do that? There we go. It's turned the right way. The wind would blow it this way. The wind would blow it this way. But anyone know why they do that? I don't know why they do that. It seems like every ship, regardless the Japanese, German we've done, or this, when they give you multiple flags, they always make a couple wavy and a couple square. I don't know why. I want them to all look similar. Now I'm gonna drop this flag right here. Waiting to ting, break it right off. Boom. There we go. Now she's ready to roll. All right, so you want that turned towards the camera?
Yeah, either the backside or the...
Both of them, right?
Sure.
All right, let me do this. I'm going to get 200 over this way first. Got so much foam on the floor. Turn this. I don't know why I just made a face like it was that heavy. It's actually not that heavy when there's no ballast in it. I just don't want to, risk it. I'm going to put that like that. And I'll bring this little baby's toy on the left here.
Your sun ship.
Awesome. Wow. You can find yourself doing this like crazy when you see these in person. Just noticing all the hatches, all the little detail all around. Even the spotlights, like they're so small on here, but larger there. Wow. Absolutely beautiful, guys. Well, you just set all my smoke alarms off. Oh, you're cooking? You see, we're too busy looking at this detail. You let your eggs burn? What'd you burn there, Mike? It's like a cruiser beside a battleship, right? Totally. The Missouri cruiser. But really, really beautiful. Just a absolute stunner. I don't know what else to say about it. A beautiful ship, and anyone who owns one of these is going to be pleased. Like, obviously, if you're going to get yourself one of these, you appreciate, you know, either the Navy or ships in general. And you're going to want this displayed. You're going to want everybody to see this when they come over because it's awesome. Like, putting this over the fireplace would look great. Absolutely great. Look at the big guns. And again, yep, they can move that. Move nice and easy. And I'm sure, I mean, if you wanted to rig it up on a servo so they could turn.
Somebody has to do it. We
Somebody
talk
has
about
to. Yeah, I talk about it.
I want to see all the guns just slightly adjusting.
That would be awesome.
So cool.
I should do it.
You should do it.
I should do it.
He'll do it.
I'll try to do it. You know who'd do it? Wes will do it.
Wes will do it.
I can make Wes do it. Wes, you're going to do it if you're out there. Museum scale quality models that happen to also be RC. Exactly. That's, you know, I said about all of them. The fact that you could put it in the water and, you know, sail it around is just a bonus to what you're getting with these. And then, you know, you see some of the comments would be like, oh, it's too expensive, blah, blah. Can you imagine how much it would cost to make this? To make this from scratch? Like I saw somebody say, I could build that in scratch. Okay, I'll see you in 2 years. Like, you know, how are you going to make this? I mean, I guess you can, but to get it to this level, and you can just see just the, you know, obviously a lot of parts are machined and, you know, get spit out, but a lot of it is also has to be hand assembled. Nobody's, you know, no machine is tying all this rigging up. No machine is putting all these things, you know, all the, you know, this is like brass fittings, all these metal pieces. So even if you do bend one, you can bend it back. That's what's great. Like if you do have an accident, a lot of this is like, you know, it's painted brass, so you know you can fix it. Just at work, like I you know, I see people say things like that, and it's like, man, how at the time, like for the price this is, that's worth my time, you know, worth more than my time. Sail winch servos would make revolving turrets possible and simple. Yeah, that would work for sure. Yep, the winch servos would work. Probably just put them on like a pull, you know, underneath. I could probably put a, you know, like I don't know how, I'd have to see, but I assume like I can't, so remember, I forget which boat it was. These? There was a ship, one of these where these just came off.
I think it was the Yamato.
The Yamato. The Yamato, I was able to put those on. Oh, this one feels like it. I don't want to, you know, I don't want to pull anything to break, but like they don't. I thought they would just slip off, but my thought would be if there's a little like these that came off, like I would just put a little bar through them. You could also just use a standard servo with a pull to, you know, put a little bar through it, catch it underneath. You know, that'd be tough, but then, you know, just pull it back and forth from a distance. So you can put the, you know, heck, if you did it right, you could probably have one servo driving a bunch of them all at the same time. Anything's possible, you know. Anything's possible with a little oomph. You can get it done. Lots of photo etched 3DP and resin cast detail parts. That makes sense. But all in all, a beautiful thing. So happy to have this one here, and it's so great to be able to, you know, put this comparison out there for you. So now you can really see the difference of what, you know, 200 scale to 150. Now imagine 100 scale. Imagine 50 scale. Let's get to 16th scale so I could have the Flightline B-24 flying over the top and make it real. 16th scale would be what? 200 feet? Probably. That would be, we could do it.
That'd be a good looking box.
That would be a good looking box. We'll fit that in here. But all in all, guys, so happy to have this unboxed. Thank you so much for joining us. If you have any questions or comments after this live broadcast, if you're watching it in a replay, leave the comments down below. We'll try to answer any questions you might have. And as always, guys, thank you so much for being a subscriber. Thank you so much for being a customer of Motion RC. And we will see you next time at Motion RC. Bye, guys.